Welcome to Joy of the Earth organization, and this is the encounter segment with Prayer Prime Fortunate Beke Ololuwa. This is a segment where we talk about real life issues that's going to better your life, better your economy, better your progress, and better what you have ever been doing in life. The truth about life is this: there are so much information that have not been reached out to you as a result of where we are or how we have been living our lives. But the truth is this: sometimes information comes that we don't want to make do with. And this segment, we get to talk about real life information, visions, mysteries, and solutions that's going to better economy, going to better you, and going to better me. I don't want you to miss out, because every single week I stay on tune, getting to know more what the man is talking about, the vision and the visioneer. This is what this segment is all about.
I want to talk about the transformation that is about to take place in the world. Joy of the Earth Foundation is a gift to all nations, and the transformation of the nations is hanging on the progression of this commission. The organization is about to transform the world for good, it's not for bad. And I want to tell you that this has a story background. It has a beginning. It has when it started, and it started long time ago. The information reached me from heaven about 2004 or 3. In 2003, information reached me from heaven, and indeed it explained what the heaven is planning about the earth. And so I cleave into these plans of God, through which we went through a period of training. We go through a lot of things during this course of preparation for this journey. The revelation was quite amazing. The journey was very, very tough. Within the period of time, the Lord kept telling me things the heaven has for the earth. And I want to tell you that the earth have not really seen the manifestation of God, and the organization is embedded with such that the nations will be amazed of. I was discussing with somebody recently, and after hearing all these visions of this commission, he said something. He said, I've worked with personalities in the world, and I found out that things of such does not come from this part of the world, does not come from a country like Nigeria. Usually come from the white, that maybe God have now changed his direction. I said, yes, it is time for black to be known with good things as such, because the Lord told me that the black is going to take over the world power, and I don't know what can resist that, what can stop that from happening anyway. And whomever that does not believe probably will not see it, but I believe everybody should believe, because there's nothing God cannot do. So Joy of the Earth Foundation is to provide joy to the whole world, all are sundry, regardless of race, regardless of differences, whatever difference. Our aim is to improve the standard of living of both the rich and the poor, of both the scribes and the Greeks, or whomever and wherever you are from. As long as you are humans, we have a destiny for you. We have a destiny for you, and the destiny we have for you is a fulfillment of your own destiny. So we are there to give what will help you to fulfill your godly destiny, or your God's destiny, your creation. The intention that is hanging on your creation is what we are here for. So Joy of the Earth Foundation started with good works. There's always a time for incubation, there's time for conception, and there is a time where what we conceive should be delivered. So it's been delivered now. The baby has been born. Joy of the Whole Earth is named. The name for the baby is Joy of the Whole Earth. The baby has been born, and the baby has started growing. So we've started growing. I count myself and every other person that is in this organization or believing in this organization lucky for saying this new thing that God want to do through this organization. Joy of the Earth is holding the destiny of the whole world, and when people dispute truth, as long as you have the Spirit in you, you have God in you. So you ask your spirit if it's the truth that this organization is actually meant to transform the nations or not. And people, I believe, they will never dispute us as spiritual people. People who are spiritual, who has been expecting a time like this and who has been waiting on the Lord for this baby to come. So the baby has come, though they might not identify it yet, because it is scriptural that he created the word. He was in the word, but the word cannot identify him. The word cannot know him. Yes, but as many that believe he is, to them given the power to become the sons of God. So as many that believe in what we are doing, to such we see is given the essence of what we are doing, is given the importance of what we are doing, is given the revelation of what we are doing, is also given the power to likewise transform the nation and the people, starting from their own world. The world around them will be transformed, and through which the whole world would emerge to gain from the transformation of the world around an individual that believes in this commission. I want to count you very privileged to hear this today, because I have not been permitted to declare it this way, but recently I've been given that freedom to share this good news to the nations, that the organization has everything it takes. The Lord told me some time ago, he said, what does a nation need to rule over another nation? And I thought it's money. I said money. They marked me no. I said ammunition. He said no. Connection, no. So I stopped. He now told me that it is idea. He said, let the nations be going after other things, but you stick to the ideas of wisdom, and the nations will still come back to you. They will seek you for what they are testing after. So I want to say that the ideas to transform the world is already in a book. It's already in a book. And this book, prematurely, I publish it prematurely, and I title it then The Permanent Solution to the Global Recession. And in this, we touch every sector. And I've not seen somebody who read this book that have not really transformed. It transforms people naturally, unknowingly or knowingly. Unknowingly or knowingly, you just find yourself, you have transformed from the natural being to a supernatural being. It's a very powerful book, which we are still going to launch out to the people, because the expansion has been given and we've stopped reproducing now. So because we want to collate the information that an individual will see and believe truly that it must be God, it cannot be man. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Joy of the Whole Earth organization, and this is the counter segment with Royal Prime Fortunate Beke Ololuwa. This is a segment where we talk about real life issues that's going to better your life, better your economy, better your progress, and better what you have ever been doing in life. The truth about life is this: there's so much information that have not been reached out to you as a result of where we are or how we have been living our lives. But the truth is this: sometimes information comes that we don't want to make do with. And this segment, we get to talk about real life information, visions, mysteries, and solutions that's going to better economy, going to better you, and going to better me. I don't want you to miss out, because every single week I stay on tune, getting to know more what the man is talking about, the vision and the visioneer. This is what this segment is all about.
I want to introduce to you a very special book that I wrote. I wrote it because the Lord instructed me to write it, so I have to write it. So I've written the book, and it's already in publication process. It's in publication process. It's My Encounter is the title of the book, and I want to tell you that it's a story that would interpret what this Joy of Joy is all about, the foundation, how it comes to be, how God mandated me to project this commission to the whole world. And at a time that I was reluctant, and I was feeling, who am I to tell people that the Lord is sending me into the world to transform the nations, and a group of such of sons are also going to emerge to join mean to transform the nation. I was feeling too little to disclose that, to say that to the world, and things kept happening, and the Lord told me that if we don't move, nothing will move. So I have to agree, and started with my shyness. I started with on my own little way to start projecting a project that can interpret what the joy of the whole earth is all about. So this project, I want to tell you that has been transforming some people around, but we have not really started what we have in stock. So in this book, we're projecting this book for people to know, to understand better what this organization is all about and what is the end time assignment like. How does it look like? The end time assignment, how does it look like? I want us to understand the fact that things will not always be the way they've been. It cannot always be the way it has been. There will be a change of direction, a transformational change. What will be the later glory must emerge, and it will come through a process of change. God is going to give us a manner of life that would warrant this glory to manifest. So, and that is the foundation is embedded in the book I titled My Encounter with God. It's a very special book. So it is what the Lord have told me, I've written down. He said, that which you see, write it down. And he said, blessed is he that readeth and that hear the words of this prophecy. So the word of the prophecy is in that book, My Encounter with God. If you check our social media, Facebook precisely, you will see a link there that just type My Encounter on our social media, or go on Facebook and get a link and download it. It's free for downloading. We're working on the hard copy. Very soon it's going to be in the market. We're going to tell you where you can find this very My Encounter. The video is going to be coming out soonest, and the audios is going to be everywhere soonest by God's grace. So that My Encounter with God is a very special book. It's the type of book that when you read it, you will not remain the same. Then it can change people, it will change you, it will change your business, it will transform whatever you are doing, your organization, your relationship, and your culture, the culture of life, the revelation of the end time assignment. I want us to be at alert and get ready to receive this book in your church, in your companies, or wherever. You can also partner with us in distribution. You can distribute it as well. Because people must know what God is about to do. It's very, very important. It's a prophecy. It's an agenda of God that must come to pass. And if people are not told, of course, they will not even know when it has come. Because the children of Israel were expecting Messiah for a very long time. And when the Messiah came, they could not identify him. They didn't know him because they were not read. They were not expectant. They were not sensitive to the time. He said you could discern the weather, you could discern a lot of things of nature, but to discern the time or the sign of the time, it's quite very difficult for their generation. And I'm sure this generation will not find it difficult to discern the sign of the time. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Joy of the Whole Earth organization, and this is the counter segment with Prayer Prime Fortunate Beke Ololuwa. This is a segment where we talk about real life issues that's going to better your life, better your economy, better your progress, and better what you have ever been doing in life. The truth about life is this: there's so much information that have not been reached out to you as a result of where we are or how we have been living our lives. But the truth is this: sometimes information comes that we don't want to make do with. And this segment, we get to talk about real life information, visions, mysteries, and solutions that's going to better economy, going to better you, and going to better me. I don't want you to miss out, because every single week I stay on tune, getting to know more what the man is talking about, the vision and the visioneer. This is what this segment is all about. We don't want you to miss it. Every single time, same station, next week. I'll be waiting for you, and I hope you'll be there too. Thank you very much.